Okay, rundown. It is presented by NASCAR. This week they're going to be Music City, Nashville at the Super Speedway. The sports book, our Barstool Sports book, offering exclusive bets. Who you guys going to bet on here? We got Kyle Larson 3-1. Chase Elliott is where's Spider? 7-1.
I'll take Harvick with the 14-1.
Where's
action.
Spider? He's our NASCAR guy. I'm not going to pretend I'm betting on it when I'm not. It's 3:30 Sunday, so we'll get Spider's pick. He's actually pretty good. Spider has been at picking NASCAR. Yeah. So we'll get back when he comes. I just saw him a second ago. Literally.
He was just right here.
Literally seconds ago. So we'll get back to you. We'll find Spider, and he'll give us his pick for
you want me to FaceTime him?
This Sunday. No, he was just here. He was just here. Last night, Sixers lose to the Hawks, tied up. Embiid, big first half. And I tried to get Smitty or Roan. Neither of them are here. Roan told me to shut up on social media because I said I do feel this. Embiid is, and I actually like Embiid, but I do feel like he talks a ton for a guy who always disappears in the big moments.
Here we go. Who you got at the Nashville Super Speedway?
Have you picked who you like this week?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be taking Chase Elliott. Hendrick Motorsports has just been on top recently. They're winning every race. If it's not Kyle Larson, it's one of his teammates.
See, that's why we bring him in.
7-1.
7-1. Good odds on Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, thank you, Spider. So
You say he doesn't back it up?
He talks a ton for a guy who doesn't back it up, who always disappears, and the fans always make excuses, I feel like, him in Philadelphia. Even today, Smitty's like, he's God. That was a disgusting second half by him.
Missing that layup.
And some people are like, he's hurt. Well, he's always hurt. That's part of his player profile.
That's what I can't stand. I get shit on it all the time because I knock him for being injured. It's like,
at some point,
he's good when he's healthy, but if he's always dinged up, banged up, doesn't get it done, then that becomes a negative on who you are.
It's just part of your player profile.
And when you're like 9 feet tall and 300 pounds, you're gonna, all those guys always get injured. So at what point do you? But you know what it is? They have to be so committed to the process. And he's the one guy who's been there throughout it all, that if they turn on him, you're basically turning on the last decade of work.
Yeah, and I don't want to turn on him, but I just don't think
they're always going to defend him no matter what because they have to trust the process.
I don't think they're going to win with those two guys ever. I just don't. There's something off. Now, I said Shaq would never win a title, so that I was wrong on that. So I could be wrong on this too. Yeah, and the other takeaway a lot of Sixers fans I'm hearing is like, oh, we played as bad as we could play, and we only lost by a point. But the Hawks shot like 2%. The Hawks can be saying we played as bad as we can play, and we won.
Yeah.
So it's 2-2.
Also, that shit, that goes out the fucking window when you're talking about game 4 of a playoff. You know what I mean? It's I feel like they're missing on the Fultz pick and a couple of those other spots in the process, fuck them.
Yeah.
They're 1 or 2 more players away that they missed on those early draft picks. Right, Glenny?
I don't know. I'm not really the biggest basketball guy, but I do agree, from a distance, not being the biggest basketball guy, if they don't win with those two, it's kind of fucked up. All I hear about is Embiid, Simmons, Embiid, Simmons, Embiid, Simmons, Embiid, Simmons.
And for a while.
And
when he's healthy, he's great, but...
Yeah, and I mean, that has been a hot team. And
also,
I like when the Sixers are now. I'm a Philly guy. Everyone knows that. You're bringing all my guys as a show of respect and clear that you guys want to become a championship city. I'm winning all these titles. You're bringing my guys to your city and turning it around. So I love this place. I love their uniforms. It's a great city. The fans are passionate. But
he
it
also
is
seems
2-2
like
versus
he's
the
a
Hawks.
cool dude.
Embiid?
Yeah,
he's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's got personality. But here's the thing. Let's say they do beat the Hawks. Got a long way to go. And he's already injured and running out of gas.
Yeah, they have a long way to go. Things are getting certainly more interesting because the Nets, who are like a super team, are all banged up, so you don't know what's going on over there.
But just the thought, that he's gonna have to go through 2 more series, and he's got a torn meniscus. It's I don't want to make excuses for him either, but it's not an excuse. It's more if you're struggling with the Hawks, I don't know how you're gonna get through the whole thing.
Gun to head in the East, who do you think's coming out of there right now? It's a very confusing
Nets.
situation.
The whole, even with the West too.
Do you think because they're going to get
I think
healthy?
Harden's playing tonight. I think they said Harden's playing tonight. So I feel like if they got 2 or 3,
one of them back,
they'll be good to go. Which I really hope. I really would love to see the Nets win the championship.
Why?
Because I want to see how the logistics would work out, where they would have the parade. I find that to be very interesting. I don't think it would be down the Canada of Euros.
You don't think so?
No.
Because they want to do it in Brooklyn or
I think it would be down Flatbush Avenue, which I've wondered that for 10 years. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully they win.
Do you think
Glenny, geography Glenny over here?
For the record, I don't think there's any doubt that it would be in Brooklyn. They're not doing it down like
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it would be in the slightest. But then again, like the Mets do it.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, like the Mets. Everybody does a Canyon Hero, whether you're in the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Jersey. Like that's just where you do.
But I think
not where the Brooklyn Dodgers did. They do parades when they won. I don't think the Brooklyn team's doing it. It's very different. Those are New York teams.
You're saying because his name Brooklyn.
Just because their name is Brooklyn.
I think it would definitely be
Brooklyn and Queens are the same thing.
I'm going to say there's 0.0 doubt that parade goes into Brooklyn.
Truly.
I mean, it's just because of the name.
Yes.
Okay.
They play in Brooklyn and they're Brooklyn.
Or like the Yankees play in the Bronx.
But they're the New York Yankees.
Right. So it's in the name.
Yes, correct.
So if they were the New York Nets and played in Brooklyn, you think it would be in the Canyon Heroes?
Say that again?
If they were the New York Nets but played in Brooklyn.
Canyon Heroes.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I just want to see a parade too. Like there's no Nets fans. They don't exist.
None.
So I want to see what would happen.
There will be a bandwagon effect.
Are you a Knicks fan?
I'm a Knicks. Yeah, I'm really.
No, you're not.
So
you
you're
can't
not.
be saying that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I am.
I just thought you didn't
Gun to
care.
my head,
No,
I'm a Knicks
you
fan.
root for Brooklyn.
That's like saying you want to
I'm
see
not like
the
a diehard
Yankees
Knicks
win
fans by any means.
You're like not
I'm more
even
of a
close
St.
to a
John's
Knicks
fan than a Knicks fan. I like St. John's more than
That's
Knicks.
fine, but don't say you're like you can't root for the Nets.
Truly, I'm not rooting for the Nets. I'm just truly interested to see what would happen if they did.
How many people you think are out there in Glenny Balls world like root for the Nets to win the title so they can see where the parade is?
One. I think it's just
It
Glenny
would be
Balls
so
fans.
interesting, and there's no Nets
It's
fans. I want to
just-
see like
I
who
I
would
don't
go.
think it's up for debate. It's in Brooklyn. I would actually like.
And
I would be as shocked as I've been about anything.
I've seen some people be like, this whole idea that there's no Nets fans, there's like
There's
a
not,
narrative. There's none.
There's
That's just
zero.
a fact. There's none.
Well, the Tank.
The Tank is a fraudulent one, but yes.
Why wasn't he an actual?
No, he was a Celtics fan.
Tank
I
was a
thought he was in New
Celtics
Jersey.
fan.
No, he grew up like when the Celtics were
Yeah.
good, so he's like, I'm a Celtics fan. And then he was like, well, I'm from New Jersey, so I'll watch the Nets. But he's not really like a diehard fan. And then like Evan Roberts, who's like
Yeah.
a local radio guy, he's like the only one that would be prominent.
I've lived in New York my whole life. I know one Nets fan.
Yeah, that's what
One.
I mean. I don't think I know any personally. People just show up for the parade. There's always like dick riders who will love Harden and Kyrie and all them, but there's no.
I truly
That
just want to see what
parade
it
would
looked like. Yeah, that's it. I just want to see what it looked like.
Movement watches with fair prices, unexpected
Wait,
color.
who are you taking out of the East? What did you say? Actually, who are you taking? Period. What do you think the matchup's going to be, and who's going to win it? Because this is the most wide open it's been in like 30 years.
Yep.
Usually, you can at least pencil in one conference.
I actually
This
think
one-
the Suns.
So do I. I think Suns. I think the Nets will probably put it together. But I think Suns Nets. That's going to be a weird. Seeing the Phoenix Suns like raise a banner. Is wild.
Asterisk. I mean, if the Nets get healthy, they're obviously the favorite.
You can't throw an asterisk on injuries with injury-prone guys.
No,
Like,
I'm saying
you know?
I don't know what.
Oh,
Right.
you mean like your prediction? Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, got it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mean like.
Like if the Nets are healthy, you think they run away with it.
Speaking of the Suns, I had the Suns in 4 guy. Nick Mckeller. He was on Dave Porter on the show. I know he's doing PMT. We have 3 shirts in the sale. In the store right now for Suns and 4.
Is it him?
Yeah, we have 3 different. We're giving him half the profits.
Wow.
So we partnered up with him, the official shirt. Great interview with the guy, by the way. He told the whole story. We're the first person. Again, Devin Booker's out here like trying to find his info.
So I thought that was. Is he a nice guy?
Yes.
Is he in any trouble?
No, none.
Really?
No, I
'Cause
think
I feel
it was
like
up.
even if
It was
you're-
up to him to press charges, I believe, because they threw the
They
first
threw the first
punch,
punch,
and
but so
everyone
even-
in his area like backed him up.
Even if you just like massacre someone?
Yeah, no, it didn't
like,
matter.
There's no.
Also,
Good. That's the way it should be. But I was nervous he was going to get
that's
an
why I was
assault
like,
charge.
well, there's no point even trying to find him. He's not going to talk because I'm sure there's legal ramifications. No, he was ready. We have Nick Mckeller, who is he's the Suns and 4 guy. Have you talked about this to anybody yet?
No, you're the first one.
Also, I saw a prevailing theory, hockey guys trying to take credit for him being, totally a hockey guy because he grabbed the jersey, never played hockey, no hockey background. His career, I'm like, how many fights? Are you like Bryce Hall, 40-0 in street fights? He's like, no, I'm not. I'm 2-1 lifetime in fights. Once I got sucker punched, but he's like, I'm not in fights. I don't train to fight. So no background.
Did he mention by any chance that he was holding that guy's chain?
Yeah, he had the chain
That's it. I knew
and,
that too. Yeah,
and,
'cause that kid
and the
wasn't going
shirt.
anywhere.
He's like, I controlled
Because
him
the
with
shirt
that.
you can kind of wiggle
Yep.
out of. You hold someone's thick like
Yep.
rope chain, you ain't going anywhere.
Did he say the reasoning for the fight? Why the other guys got into it?
So
because that's what I want to know.
Yeah, he was.
Probably go listen to the podcast.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're putting it out fast because we have the shirts. But he says seats were near the tunnel, So the Suns were up 13. People starting to leave. He says he was friends with everybody in the section.
Seems like in Denver, right?
Seems like a
and
friendly
he's
guy.
from Denver, and he was like, back and forth ribbing away fans, but everyone like cool about it. And as Suns fans were leaving, he'd chirp, be like, sorry you're leaving. And these two
Nuggets
kids,
fans.
to the Nuggets, and these two dudes like took exception to it and took it seriously, poured a beer on him, and
then they threw the first punch.
Correct. Yep.
I wonder if they poured a beer and then he just bashed him. You think he's in trouble for that?
Maybe,
Probably,
but
like, he's the
clearly
one who
they
took
throw
the-
the first
I
punch.
don't know. I think beer is like an act of violence, kind of.
I don't know.
That was one of the more viral, perfect videos we've had in a long ass time.
So good. That Suns and more.
So, Movement watches with fair prices, unexpected colors, clean, original designs. Movement grew into one of the fastest growing watch brands, shipping to over 160 companies across the globe. Now, Movement has expanded to blue light glasses that protect your eyes from all screens, minimalist jewelry, more style essentials that don't break the bank, all designed out of their California headquarters. Movement watches have the look quality of a $400 to $500 watch you're paying for at a department store. It costs a fraction of the price because they built online and own their process start to finish. I had a beautiful watch shipped right to my door for free. If you want to elevate your look with style that doesn't break the bank, then join the movement and get 15% off today. Free shipping, free returns by going to mvmt.com/rundown, mvmt.com/rundown. Coley blogged this, so Batman isn't allowed to eat pussy, doesn't eat pussy, became a big story. And I guess it started when they're talking about the Harley
Quinn.
Harley Quinn, who I guess can eat pussy or have her pussy eaten. Batman was going down on Catwoman in a movie, and they said no. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
What's crazy?
Batman's going down on Catwoman?
Yeah.
Why not?
That's because she's a bad guy. She's a villain. He's always like trying to put her in jail. But there was always crazy sexual tension between those two.
Yeah, but that's like taking a pretty. Like, this movie hasn't come out?
So this is a HBO Max series. It's a cartoon series.
It's a cartoon? So
what they were saying
what
is...
do they call it? What is that when it's cartoon
Anime,
porn?
maybe?
Hentai.
No,
Hentai
anime.
porn. Hentai porn is the thing, yeah.
That's the whole point. They were saying that when you're ready with a villain, you can be more violent, more sexual, all that shit. But they tried to scoot in Batman, and DC was like, no, because we got to sell action figures and fucking merch, and we can't have heroes doing that stuff.
I consider myself like a fairly open guy. I don't want Batman going down on Catwoman either.
You're offended by this?
I'm not offended. It's just like, I don't know, like superhero. Yeah, like changes the whole dynamic.
What's the problem?
So you don't think your superheroes is having sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not like that. Like,
What do you
I mean,
mean?
you have kids. I don't. But if I had them, it's like, it does change things. If it's like, well, I saw Batman go down on Catwoman, it's like, now I'm giving you Batman. It's like, I don't know. So I'm with DC on this one.
Wow.
Oh, you're saying like morally, like for your kids.
It's not necessarily mortal.
I thought I'm saying like
It
if
sounds
I
like you're
like
talking
if I'm
about, like, the
Batman and
morals
this
of
is
it.
real life and Batman
It's
was
just,
like
it doesn't
eating
feel
pussy,
right.
I'd be like, go Batman.
These are like pow, like whap.
Yeah.
You know,
But like when you think of like the Christian Bale Batmans, he's rolling up to parties with like smokes on his arm and his
Yeah.
Lamborghini. It's like he fucks.
yeah, he's not going down in a Batman costume. Was he in his costume?
I don't know. That we
the
debated this
the
as
ears
well.
would be problematic if he
I was
in
gonna
the
say the
costume.
whole he has that thing that goes under his jaw.
I'm
He's got
fine with him eating pussy out of costume.
as Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Bruce Wayne eats pussy.
Are we talking if we live in Gotham though?
What?
Like, are we talking if we live in Gotham? Like, we're living in Gotham and this is real life? Or are you saying kids in real life?
I'm quite confused by
Yes.
this.
So I feel
Line
like
of
what you're
He's
is
saying-
what you're saying. Like, you don't want kids to see Batman going down on
In
people.
Gotham?
Yeah. He's saying, are we putting ourselves into the comic book world,
Yeah.
or are you saying in
Or you're
real
talking
life
about
you don't
Earth.
want your children
Yes.
watching a
No, I
Batman
still
movie?
don't get it. Wait, what?
Like, are we living in Gotham
Are we
City right
pretending
now?
that Batman is real, or are we talking about it like you don't want them watching a movie with Batman going down on someone?
Well, Batman's not real as far as I know. So I'm saying that like from in here
Right.
in Earth.
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm saying from Gotham.
He's talking about like if you were to put yourself
Like,
in
do you
the
care
comic.
if you're in Gotham and Batman's eating pussy? Would you care about that?
You wouldn't know.
What if you saw it?
Yeah. What if it was like a
In full
viral
costume?
video?
What if Batman?
I wouldn't care in that case.
Yeah.
Be like, get it, Batman.
Exactly.
So
that's what
wait
I
a
mean.
minute. So if Batman is, let's say Batman is the the dark protector or whatever, right? He's saving your streets, and you're like a fan of Batman, and you see him eating pussy in Gotham.
I am a
You're
person
okay with
in
it.
Gotham.
Yes, you are now a person in Gotham.
Right.
You see that, you're all good with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't somehow, you don't worry about that. What about the
'cause-
role model for the children in
No,
Gotham?
no, but it's not like that. Like, you don't walk into, like, KB Toys in Gotham and there's not Batman
Eating
figurines.
pussy. Oh, okay. Well,
He's a
yeah,
different.
no,
No, there isn't.
I guarantee there is.
No, there isn't. Half the time he's a bad guy. There isn't. He's not like people don't know.
So wait a minute. Now you're talking in circles too, because if half the time he's a bad guy, then he is the type of guy who would eat
No,
pussy.
but he was. But
He's
we
already not a
live,
role model
we
for
live in a
children.
world where we're watching them. Glenny Balls convolute this. We know what Batman is when we know he's the good guy the entire time.
No,
when
but
we're
he's
watching
always
the movie.
kind of a dark.
No,
he's the Dark Knight.
No, but exactly.
He's
a
always
knight.
a little
no,
like.
There's
yes.
there is no point in any Batman where like he's actually the bad guy.
Not a bad guy, but he'll be the type of guy who like he's a little more violent. He's a
But
little
he's a
more
superhero.
vengeance.
Pow, whap, Robin, pow.
You're thinking of like 1950s Batman. It's 2021, bro.
Citizens of Gotham League is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Correct. That's what I just said.
Okay, I agree with that.
The citizens of Gotham, yes, not real people.
But at times he is
No,
morally
Robbie, does
ambiguous.
anybody ever in our world think Batman's
No,
a bad guy?
not that he's a bad guy, but he's a little morally ambiguous
No.
with his crime-fighting ways, and that's a fact, Bob.
No, I'm even confused. I don't know what we're talking
I mean,
about.
Zack Snyder made him like a little vigilante-esque. He
That's
made him
what I
like
mean,
torture
vigilante.
criminals. But
He's very like the Punisher.
He's always
I think
fighting
what
for
Dave was
justice.
saying is like in Gotham, nobody's going out and having their kids buy like action figures of Batman.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
I
So-
understand that. Like you can't go into a KB Toys in Gotham and buy
Correct.
a Batman action figure.
Right. Yes.
But in like Marvel, you could do that. That's different in DC.
Marvel's a little different.
Okay.
Marvel also takes place in like the real world, whereas DC takes place in Gotham, Metropolis. They use a fictional world.
Yes.
Well, this is why DC's fucked though, because
Exactly.
Marvel's well ahead of them because they're humanizing these guys. I think we should see Batman fuck a little bit.
Listen, I'm all down for
Well,
Batman.
wait, Bruce Wayne fucks.
No doubt.
He's had love interest in like every movie.
So you just don't like him wearing the
Correct.
uniform,
Right.
representing the
Alfred would fucking have a
Alfred
heart
would be
attack.
very upset. I'm more surprised. Like, couldn't you go down on Catwoman? I feel like she could like slice you.
Well, they're
you gotta
having.
be very
they're
trusting.
obviously like having some sort of. The fact is,
But
a
in the
fucking
moment,
cartoon to begin with.
you gotta
I
be-
mean, you start doing that, and you're basically on YouPorn. That would be on YouPorn.
Would you watch it?
No.
Oh, I'd so watch
I
it.
want to watch it for
Darby.
sure. I hope that they like have
I
an
believe in our
unreleased thing.
superheroes.
Pussy.
That was interesting. Bryson versus Kepka. Apparently, the PGA. It's the U.S. Open, right? Yeah, we got the U.S. Open. I don't golf. They jam these fucking majors together. I don't get it. They apparently asked Bryson if he'd play with Kepka. Supposedly, he said no. I don't know why you have to ask that. Isn't it your fucking
just
tournament?
make it, right?
Yeah. And I
Also,
tried to
does
get.
that imply that Brooks said yes?
I didn't get that implication. I'm trying that Kepka match that I have to get Bryson involved. They really don't like each other. I don't think it's going to happen, so we'll see. You said you'd come to the Hamptons.
I mean, it's a possibility.
You can stay at my house.
That's not.
Why? That was a nice fucking offer. I retract
was
it.
a nice offer.
Put that on the record, Eddie. Strike that. He's not allowed. He's not invited anymore. That was a nice fucking offer. But that would be great. I don't know how.
If you were in that spot, would you play with him? I feel like it's kind of something the fans want to see, but I could understand from their point of view being like, this is a lose-lose for me.
I feel like
I guess if you just step up
not
and
a
win,
lose,
it's not a
yeah.
lose-lose. I guess it's just like there's a lot on the line though.
Yeah.
Which I guess is why it's kind
Yeah,
of
so I
soft
get
to
what
Is
say
it
no.
because it's
but
like even if you don't do well, it's like it's
not like
golf.
head-to-head, yeah.
Yeah, I would say
But
yes, probably.
I think him saying no, that's why I ask about Brooks is like, were they going to ask Brooks second, or do they already ask Brooks? Because the fact that Bryson is the one who said no, now Brooks can be like, well, I would have done it.
Right.
But maybe he never got, maybe
So
Brooks wouldn't have
good.
done it. But he
So
can play
good
that
for
card
golf.
now.
Wouldn't it be like a pay-per-view thing? Like if I was them, I want to do some sort of pay-per-view 1v1
Yeah, but
type
this
of
would
thing.
just build to it, right? And that could come down the
I just say
road.
I would rather
The
not
only thing
be
about the
a PGA
pay-per-view,
event, per
like
se, U.S. Open event.
The U.S. Open is obviously the real deal. It's a major, and to have them go not head-to-head, but like in the same pairing, whatever. And there's actually something on the line. I feel like when they did the Tiger versus Phil thing,
That
was
was
like
useless.
Yeah, because there was nothing on the line.
I just don't understand why the U.S. Open asked.
Yeah, just do it. You don't
Yeah,
ever pick your
right.
foursomes otherwise, right?
And if they say no, what's he going to skip the fucking U.S.
So
Open?
then apparently DeChambeau's agent said this isn't true. The USGA did not reach out to Bryson regarding
that
the
makes more
potential
sense.
pairing.
I could see that just being a
Where'd
fabricated
it come
story.
Um, started with, I think Banks may have had the scoop from his agent. Sirius XM US Open, Brad Faxon.
I mean, Brad Faxon's a real guy.
I wonder if that just got, I don't know, a game of
I
telephone.
mean, that
it
also
got
is something
skewed.
that even if it's true, the agent would deny it because it makes him look bad. So who knows? This I just put in there just because I like this guy. Notre Dame bounced from the College World Series yesterday, lost 11-7 Mississippi State. Brandon Walker's now going to Omaha with the Cowbells. This was also a Mincy pick, Notre Dame, to make it to the College World Series, completing his disaster.
Oh, that was his yesterday. You proclaimed, but I still got Notre Dame.
He was 0-2 yesterday.
Oh, no.
Notre Dame losing it. But this dude, I hope he ends up on the Red Sox. He reminds me of Schwaber, kind of, the Greek freak. I think
Nico,
he hit a ball so fucking hard out of the stadium, it was surreal.
Dude, they said that was 450. I was like, that was like 650.
Love this guy, so have to give him a little shine. His
You couldn't even
career is
see
done.
it.
No, I know.
couldn't even see the ball. The only reason I knew it was out of the stadium is because you could see the fans looking
Greek
up. But
freak.
it was long gone. And those gold helmets are awesome. It's a great look.
I don't love them for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's very good for college baseball, where it's like I wouldn't want my major league team to have that, but I feel like
I mean, it
in
makes
college
sense for
baseball,
them.
Yeah. I mean, this ball is
The
like, where
holy
even
shit.
fucking is it? I don't even
Hammer.
know.
And the tank top jersey is still a thing too. That's nice.
This guy just looks like he mashes.
Yeah, the Greek freak.
Look at this.
I guess
fucking
there
guy.
is concern. I don't know if we have like Caravis probably doesn't know shit about him, but they're concerned he can't hit like
the curveball. or something.
no, like top fastballs. Now I don't know if that's true. Also, this is the new thing. They were just showing that clip that all of them do the bang.
Yeah.
But everybody does it, so you got to come up with something else. And as far as the uniform, for me, hands down, if I was a major league team, I'd do it. If I was anything, my favorite baseball jersey, by far, is what Mississippi State's wearing. I love the V-necks. I love them.
I thought you
Just
were
like a
going to say the
pullover
tank tops.
shirt? Not a
the
button-up?
pullover V-necks. I like those right there.
Really?
I fucking love
I
them.
feel like
feel
that looks like a softball.
I feel like playing
Love
in
it.
that's kind of annoying though. I wouldn't want to play in that.
Depends how comfortable fabric.
I've always wanted to do the tank top uniforms. I always wanted to wear one of those.
Those are my least favorite.
I just think they
tank
look kind of cool, like the old Rockies ones. I used to have a Brooklyn Cyclones tank top jersey.
tops.
It was very fun to
I
wear.
love the V-necks.
I like a good old button-up.
Affleck, J-Lo caught making out. That's quick, man.
Dude, the game moves fast.
Quick.
Although it's kind of not. Like, this has been building for 20 years.
Yeah,
what I
but I
mean?
mean, she was engaged, and I like J-Lo.
Yeah,
I
but
like
she
this
moves
guy,
fast.
J-Lo,
Like
and
a
I
month or
fucking liked her. But to be making out, poor A-Rod.
He was, Ben Affleck was like wooing her with love letters for a while before this really took off. So he was.
While they were together?
I think so.
While he was with
Then you
DeArmas
I
too.
think so. What?
He was with DeArmas
I think
too.
when he broke up with DeArmas and started writing letters to
While
J-Lo.
they were together?
I think while A-Rod and J-Lo were together,
Then you gotta-
not while Ben Affleck and DeArmas were together.
No, but
I
then
don't
you,
think.
If
Depends on when they broke up, but yeah.
if J-Lo is engaged to A-Rod and Ben is writing love letters, you have to fight.
I think so. I think it was like it was J-Lo and A-Rod engaged.
This
in,
says J-Lo and A-Rod had barely struck out at love when Ben Affleck decided to step back up to the plate and start regular contact since early February.
That's like
February, right? So when did that's what I read too with the letters. When did J-Rod break up?
I think right around February.
Okay, so maybe he waited.
That's
Although
like-
you know what, they probably said like because of what you just said, I bet you they wouldn't let it out that he
There is
started
no
writing when they were together.
worse position to be put
was
in as a
reported in
male
March.
when you've been
Yeah.
disrespected and you have to fight, but you don't fight. Like, what
It's
do you do then?
I mean, how can he? What can he do? Celebrity boxing? A-Rod versus Ben Affleck.
Well,
That
A-Rod would
put
kill.
numbers in the
A-Rod
fucking-
would destroy Affleck.
Yeah, it would have to. I bet you Ben Affleck has a chance in like a street fight.
Oh, I don't
don't
think
know.
so.
How-
A-Rod
if
is
he gets-
fucking gigantic.
He's huge, but I feel like Ben Affleck, he'd have to be like fight dirty.
Is Affleck tall?
I think he is.
I picture Affleck
I think
being
he's big for a like
way
an
more
I mean,
actor.
scrappy.
A-Rod's fucking huge.
I know. I mean,
Huge.
but like, I feel like Affleck's a little more scrappy than
And
A-Rod. No
A-Rod's
disrespect to
got
A-Rod.
anger. He's the one who got wronged.
A-Rod, oh, Ben Affleck's 6'4".
Yeah, I mean,
Holy
I
shit.
would maybe low-key
That's
take
a fair
Affleck.
fight.
I don't
A-Rod's
think so.
still, I mean, the bigger guy.
A-Rod's
but
like, you can be 6'4". A-Rod's massive.
Dude, 6'4" for an actor, he's like 11
Nah,
feet tall.
I would pick
Yes.
Affleck.
I think I might roll with Affleck too.
Oh, no.
I feel like in a
No.
fight, like A-Rod is not known to be a tough guy.
Affleck has that like fight
Hamburger.
aura.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
A-Rod, I've been around, maybe I've been around. A-Rod's just like, this dude is fucking huge.
I don't know if he's a fighter though.
Think
Ben
he-
Affleck, I think, channels some of that Goodwill Hunting.
Get that
Boston
accent
type
going.
of-
Get that
yeah.
town accent
Like
going.
athlete,
The town,
as
you know?
actor. I don't know.
It's Batman, you know.
I would have A-Rod.
Well, Red Sox, Yankees.
Shout out here to the man with the biggest family in the world, Zion Chang, died. 37 wives, 94 children.
That's the GOAT. I mean,
37 wives.
we used to go.
37 wives, ballsy.
That's pretty awesome. Good for him.
Ballsy.
That dude
That's
is.
good.
37
That's
wives.
good. Good for you, man. I know.
He's been
Sorry to
been
hear, but-
fathering kids for fucking 35 years
Dude,
straight, probably.
little-
How
little
old was he when he died?
Like Do you have how old? Now, a little twist. After he died, there were representatives that said he's not dead, but I think he is.
75.
75.
37 and 75.
Yep.
So what
Ballsy.
do you think? He got married first time, probably around 15 , so that's about.
I don't even know he got married.
That's like
I
2
feel
wives
he's
a
just-
No,
year.
he did. He was
these are all-
married
these
to
are
all
all-
of them. Yeah.
Wow.
It's his religion and not like one of those.
So he's gotten divorced
polygamy.
37. Oh,
No, he's 37
I think-
current.
I
They
think
all
he
live
just-
together.
Oh,
Just
wow.
rotate them in. He's like,
that is
you're in the
the
sack
worst
tonight.
thing I could imagine.
No, that's like a hat tip moment. Come on.
37 wives.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's awesome.
94
Goodness
children.
gracious.
May or may not be dead.
how much money could this guy have?
They
Is-
all
is he a
lived in like
baller?
what looked like
hut?
a shore
Or
house.
like a
Yeah, it wasn't like this crazy thing.
like
94
a Tommy
kids.
Cheese Ball Jersey
Yeah.
Shore House.
Yeah. Just to clarify, we had Tommy Cheese Balls on the Dave Portnoy show, and let's just clarify this: he didn't pay for that shore house. They faked it.
Whoa.
The MTV paid for that house.
No, his parents had a house 3 doors down that he'd stay and he'd occasionally go out. He did not pay for that. He cleared up some misconceptions. Cheese Balls.
Bombshell.
When's that out?
That'll be out soon, and I think I hired him.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Tommy Cheese Balls is a coworker.
Pretty soon, not
What's
official.
he gonna do?
That's what we got to figure out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to reach out to him, and I was like, "You're hired
Like
if you
a-
want." He's
like a
like,
salaried
"I'm down."
employee?
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how much you know about Barstool. I mean, I don't even know what you do. I'd hire you in 2 seconds. Like we look for unique, real, authentic people who can make interesting content. You're one of those guys. I have no idea what you do, but that's how we hire people here. Like you'd fit in so well. So if you are interested in doing something, I assume you're going back on TikTok. You're trying to do something in a media space. I'd hire in 2 seconds.
Sure.
Wait,
Yep.
does he
makes
still live in
sense.
the area? Or he's
Oh yeah,
out?
lives in Jersey.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna go DJs. There's me, Nadu, Tommy Cheese Balls, Big Cat, and Rico is invited.
Now, speaking of what you just said, there's no worse position as a man when you got to fight and you don't fight. I mean, he's got to fight one of these guys if they're going to be doing a sit down on his turf. Rico.
No, it's to clear the air and get everything. He's invited. Everybody's we're gonna pick a day and we're gonna go down there, and he's invited, and it'll be fun.
This is the ultimate stirring of the pot, what
Not
you
at
guys
all.
do to Rico.
It's not stirring at all.
I mean, Rico's invited.
To be honest, the only person who stirred the pot has been Rico. There would be no pot if he didn't bring his own pots and pans and create
And his
wrestling.
own spatula to
Yeah,
stir.
right. Like we'd all.
Well,
be fine.
I mean, Nadu stirring the pot with the Tommy Cheese Balls cameo. That's pot stirring.
I'm not sure he paid for that.
You think it was just an unpaid video that happened to have a cameo watermark on the bottom?
I'm not familiar with how Cameo works.
You think Rico will join?
I hope so.
Do you think he will join?
We need a
There's
classic
a
sit down to clear the air.
0.0
At
percent
DJ's,
chance.
me, Tommy Cheese Balls, Dan.
The only thing
Nadu
that
crew.
might push
He might let you in.
He might have to just because of DJs. If it was just at a steakhouse, he would say no. But I think he might be like, well, I have to defend my turf.
Last time he thought he was going to DJ's without him. He threatened to kill himself. And then when I said
I
I
feel like-
wasn't going, he threatened to kill himself.
What if
The one you should do should be down at DJ's. You're not going to do it though, right?
What do you mean down at DJ's?
When you do the pizza review, that's the one I should be at.
They have pizza there?
Yes.
Oh, I don't do places like that.
DJ? What if Rico tries to get DJs to? Have you talked to people at DJs?
No, Slim Anthony, Fun
Anthony.
Slim
I
Cooper.
think. What if Rico gets Slim Cooper to say no to this?
You don't say no to Tommy Cheese Balls.
If you're, I mean, Rico Bosco and Slim Cooper and Fun Anthony are like a family. Tommy Cheese Balls is not.
I don't
Tommy
think.
Cheese Balls, he basically walked so the rest of them could run. You
been a
don't turn
long
around
time
Tommy
since
Cheese
he-
Balls.
I don't know, man.
He's the
I
same.
don't know.
The same guy. It was
But he's not a DJ's guy.
no. He's been DJ's a lot.
You can go. I've been to DJs. I'm not a DJ's guy.
Tommy Cheese Balls. It's going to get confusing, by the way, with cheese balls.
Cheese balls and meat.
balls.
I'm
That's
I'm
a
happy
whole
to
different
be
can of
peaceful
worms.
with cheese balls. I love cheese balls.
Yeah, he's the best.
But no, it's like a half hour from Seaside. I think he's probably been there.
I'm
For
sure he's been there, but Rico went every fucking night for 10 years. He's a like, you know what I mean? He like worked there basically.
So when
Tommy
do you become?
Cheese Balls.
You're not even a rider. You're talking like a rider.
I'm a rider.
You're a rider.
Yes. I'm for sure a rider.
I did not know. I thought he hated you.
No. No, we squashed our beef. He retired because of me, and then we squashed it like years ago.
All right. Well, you're invited then too if you want. All right. So right,
I'll have to talk to Rico.
There'll
Whatever
be a
Rico
Sunday,
wants, I'm
this will
riding.
be a Sunday event, a sit down.
Ooh, a Sunday at DJ's.
All the heads of the families just clear the air, and maybe we can pick up a new podcast that talks about mafia relations.
Imagine a Nadu Rico Cheeseballs 3-man podcast.
Men of honor.
There you go. That's gotta happen.
All right, that's it. Maybe Nadu versus Rico with Cheeseballs as the moderator.
Like in a debate?
Just
Versus-
yeah, you pick subjects, debate, and
Bets, debates.
I mean, we're getting Cheeseballs.